stapled on, but it's not really stapled on. This is also recreated. I recreated that in Photoshop just because the original image wasn't sharp enough. Same technique goes for Drake's notes on the post-it notes. Use that same technique with the pencil in order to get the positioning and the lettering just right. These coins are actually Turkish kuros. You can usually find these on eBay, and they're pretty frequent. You can find them on there pretty frequent. They're pretty cheap. These are 10-cent kuros, but these are the ones that are used in the game that you see in the game. This coin over here is actually a Turkish tram token or a subway token. It's a tram token, I'm not sure. But you can find these on eBay. They're a bit rarer. They don't appear that often, but when you do find them, they're usually only a couple of bucks. So it was pretty convenient to happen to find the exact coins that they used in the game. All this was done in pencil. Once again, same technique as before, using pencil. I use red colored pencil for the journey lines. The inserts here, these were all the original screen captures just weren't high quality, so I had to recreate these in Photoshop and using Illustrator as well. So this illustration was pencil and brown colored pencil. Brown pencil. Actually, this is just regular pencil, sorry. These pages were actually recreated also. Redrawn in Photoshop and printed out. This map was actually pretty convenient. I actually typed into Google Francis Drake's map of his journey or something like that. Or, oh no, yeah, was it Francis Drake? Yeah, Marco Polo's journey. So I actually happened to find the exact map that the developers used in this. So this is black ink, just a marker. These are also created. These weathers were pre-weathered, and then I did the illustration on top of these. I didn't want to weather them on top of the illustration because it might bleed, so I didn't want to take a chance. Black marker with sepia-colored pencil for shading. Same thing, black marker in certain areas with sepia-colored pencil for shading. This is all done in sepia-colored pencil, regular colored pencil. These passport pages were actually recreated in Photoshop and Illustrator. The same applies to these. Just once you have them recreated or you have the images, it's just a matter of picking the right paper to print them on. This was done on normal paper. This was done on actually a cardstock to make it look like a business card. This was brush work done with sepia color ink. This was sepia colored ink done with marker. Sepia-colored brushwork, sepia-colored brushwork, marker. This card right here you can actually find online. You just basically do a search on Google for Kathmandu Metropolitan City, and this image should come up. So I basically used the image that I found on Google, which is pretty good resolution as a basis for this. These are recreated, printed out on shiny photo paper, glossy. It's the Tibetan prayer flag. You can find these on doing a Google search. Just type in Tibetan prayer flag, you'll be able to find this flag. This is done in black colored pencil, regular pencil, sepia colored brushwork, regular pencil, black marker, sepia marker, sepia marker. These pages were recreated in Photoshop, printed out. Had to create the borders and the images and everything. This image we actually got lucky on. One of the members of the RPF just happened to find this image, which was the original image. He happened to find it at high resolution. So that's what I used for this one, so I didn't have to recreate it. I basically just threw in Photoshop, added the border, and printed it out. These following images were actually done by a member on the RPF by the name of Creed Pops. he already had them done, so it saved me a lot of time. I didn't have to recreate it, but the remaining images were actually done by him. He did some pretty good work there. So that's basically it. That should be all the pages. And also, when I attached the coins, I actually used a hot glue gun on the back to attach these coins, because the tape, I just didn't think it would hold them. After a certain amount of time, they would eventually start falling off. So I used hot glue to attach these on, and just use the tape as a, you know, as just a visual that it's being taped on. So the coins taped on with hot glue gun. So that's basically it for the book. And in the meantime, I'm also working on Drake's diary from the first game. Haven't finished that yet, but I'll post up updates once I'm done. So, as you can see, working on this. So, also got this little thing. So, thanks for looking.